Good morning, Aquarius. How's everybody doing today? Let's get started on today's reading. I hope everyone is feeling great. Let's see what uplifting messages Spirit may have for all of us today. We're starting out with the Ten of Cups, guys. This is amazing because the Ten of Cups has to do with all of the very things that we want. All right, I'm seeing some type of commitment to some type of financial situation. So for some of you, this could be a job you're going after. Some of you, this could be a new business, a business start, and you're totally committed to whatever this is. You're in. You're already 100% in, and you're wanting, of course, you want to be successful. I'm seeing the victory card for you, Aquarius, okay? So all the things that you want to be successful with, that you've been wanting and wishing for, you're going to see a victory with these things, okay? And it's not just hopium, guys. We're moving into another timeline where things are purposely going to be made very easy for us. We're going to get paid back for all the misery that was caused to us. There was a class of people who thought they were better than us, who enslaved us. We've been enslaved for years. For those of you who are unaware, start digging around, do your homework. It's all over the internet what was done to us. All right, so for those of us who have felt, on our own, struggling, ignored, like there has been no help, there is definitely something positive coming in, okay? Having to do with the things we have been wanting. All right, in the center, I'm seeing that big, beautiful sun, guys. The sun tells us that there are going to be doors now opening for us, right? Windows, doors, all of it. The sun is nothing but positivity. It's like when you're laying on the beach and you feel that beautiful, amazing warmth on your face and your body, and it is just so relaxing and such a beautiful healing feeling when we lay out in the sun, right? Or when we're in the sun. All right, here I'm seeing this Page of Pentacles, which is a good news around money, but it's also some type of burden is getting ready to be dissolved in your life. So something that has been bothering you guys, I'm seeing that the Page of Pentacles is coming into the scene. This burden is in between beautiful, positive things coming in, and the Page is also, you've been so patient with these burdens you've been dealing with, okay? Just for some of you, it just feels like one after another, okay? It looks like these are going to dissipate now, all right? Like I keep saying, life is going to become much easier. All right, I'm seeing, I feel a masculine, actually. This is a masculine who is dealing with some kind of a team. This could also be family members, okay? But it's in connection with money. So I feel like you're in charge of the family estate, I want to say. If this is you, please comment below the video. So somebody out there today, there's a masculine who is taking care of his family, something to do with the family estate and finances. All right, let's keep going. Nice, beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. All right, guys, so what we have here, the Ten of Pentacles, a lot of you that watch my channel know this is a very positive card. It's one of the best cards in the deck to get. And what it is all the things, all of your wishes and dreams, all the things you want is going to come in at the same time or around the same time. This card means like a culmination of happiness, all the things that make you feel joy and happiness, right? This could be new relationships for some of you. This could be new financial streams of money that are going to start coming in, whatever it is that you're wanting. Also, some of you might be, I just got buying property or looking at property. You now have the funds to make this purchase. Very exciting. All right. And I am seeing this Wheel of Fortune here. So some of you have been gaining some money here and there. And if you've gotten your check in the mail, You know, some of you have already responded that yes, this is happening to you. They could be little small checks. I still want to know, okay? Because my vibe is that you guys are going to start seeing monies trickling in, and it's going to grow. It's going to be, you know, first, you know, small amounts, and then larger amounts, and larger and larger. And we're going to be overcome eventually by financial blessings, which is this Wheel of Fortune. All right. I'm also seeing somebody is bouncing back and forth in your mind as far as whether or not you want this do-over, you want to start over, okay, with many things. This isn't just a relationship. I feel that this is for somebody who wants like a whole new start, new friends, some of them, new relationship, maybe some a new job. You just want to get to the new. And I've been talking about just that. The new is coming, baby. All right. We are going to see the new. Here with this Nine of Wands, this can be some type of defensiveness, but I also feel that this card today is some kind of major breakthrough for maybe all of my Aquas. Let's get more on that if we can. Okay, so some type of communication. We keep getting this card, guys. We're going to receive some kind of communication that's going to feel like a setback of sorts. And this may cause people to have conversations. There's a lot of, this is about a lot of the conversations we're hearing in the background on our phones. Just everything seems like very confusing right now. It's done that way purposely, guys. You cannot believe anything that you're getting, okay? It doesn't even pay for you to scroll through all these different videos that are giving you different information. Even, you know, the administration is giving us a contradictory info because this is the fog of war. We're in a war right now, and it's done on purpose. So for me, I just don't believe anything right now. I won't put myself in a situation. I still kind of check out and see what's going on, or what they're saying is going on, and then I use my own intuition. All right, but I feel like a lot of it is false information. So, you know, if you're in fear right now, thinking, you know, oh my God, the world's about to end, it is not. You're making yourself crazy. Don't, if this is how you're feeling fearful, don't look at those videos anymore, okay? Just know that many of them, if not all of them, or a great many of them, are false. All right, so I'm seeing some type of happiness in the middle, and a commitment, a card of commitment here. Actually, this isn't commitment. I don't know why I was thinking commitment. This is a manifestation card here. All right, so I feel like those of you have reached a place energetically that even though you might hear some negative information, you are going to be manifesting in your own joy, okay? Doing things that bring you happiness, looking at yourself, and not, you know, all the fake and phony that's going on around the world. All right, my Aquas might be feeling very strong today about giving, about being a loving person. All right, I am seeing the Six of Pentacles here. This is the card of giving in the middle. So a lot of you might find yourself in a situation today where you're going to be doing something nice for others, okay? It might be just the most minuscule thing, just the slightest, you know, a compliment to a stranger that puts a smile on their face. All right, this is going to help you as well. It's going to bring balance in for you, Aquas, okay? Because it's going to, you guys are already vibrating very high, and you're in that loving, giving type of scenario, but you're also very strong. So when the wrong people show up, you are strong enough to pick up on it with your in-depth intuition, and you will not allow others to take advantage of you. There's going to be a difference. All right, you will be doing things for other people, but you will be also drawing the line and not allowing others to take advantage of you. All right, and I'm seeing this some type of opportunity that's going to show up very quickly. I feel like maybe this weekend, okay? This might be a weekend opportunity coming into play. When this opportunity shows up, I feel like a lot of you might be confused by it at first and feeling a little stuck, not knowing whether or not this is going to be good for you. This is divine, okay? We have the Hermit card in the center, and I was told by Spirit to use this card right now at this very time. I mean, not the time on the clock, but the timing that we are in right now. This specific timing, we're in a very biblical time. We are in a war between good and evil, and Spirit is saying that this is divine, what is coming to you with this opportunity. So you'll feel it. You'll feel the connection. It will still look confusing. You will still second guess it. But something in this opportunity, someone's going to mention something in it, or, you know, when they're describing it or telling you what they're doing inside of this opportunity, you're going to get the calling or just that spiritual, you know, shaking that this is a divine calling for you to get involved. All right, guys, here we have, this looks to be like a job, a boss figure. Somebody's ending their job. I feel like you feel you put so much into this. You went above and beyond to please this supervisor, this boss figure, and you showed up at your job. You were very loyal and you did everything you were supposed to do and then some. And you just don't feel like you were valued here. All right, if this is you, comment below the video. Also, guys, this is a great time for me to say I offer readings. If you want to see my offerings, you can click on the description below the video. And let's continue here, because what I'm seeing is somebody's ending this job. It's not so much the job, it's the supervisor. You want to end your relationship with this person. All right, and there's been a lot of sadness for you here, and you've swallowed a lot of things. You've put up with a lot of things. And this was a very negative feeling, kind of a place, like dark. It felt dark here, like maybe some people that were working in this place, or the place itself felt a little dark, I want to say. You know what I mean by dark? I don't want to say evil, but just not a good place, not a place of the light, I'll say, okay? And again, if this is how you felt, please describe it in 1 or 2 sentences. I want to know about this place. I worked at a place like this once. That's why I'm able to absolutely connect with how you're feeling. I worked at this place, and from the time I drove in the parking lot, it just felt like the minute I pulled in the parking lot, all the clouds got grayer or blacker, and it just was like a dingy, everything looked gray. And when I went inside the building, there was just this feeling of nothing inside there was good. All right, let's continue. All right, I feel like somebody is, what's the word I'm looking for? You're putting yourself on the chopping block in order to bring balance in to somebody else, okay? So you're sacrificing yourself, and you're doing something that you're not enjoying, and you are questioning yourself, like, why am I doing this? Why am I even doing this? Okay, there was something in your mind about doing it to get balance between the two of you. However, you're realizing now that you're just feeling stuck, and you don't see how balance is going to come from this because of the way the other person is reacting or not reacting. So you just feel like you got yourself into something you don't want to be doing, and you're not going to be seeing this balance anytime soon. So now you're just focused on the stuckness. All right. So I do see, you might have thought this person was going to be doing something for you in return. All right. There's a lesson here, guys. And never, never, never do anything for somebody else. Just do it out of the goodness of your heart, because when we're expecting somebody else to owe us a favor because we did something nice for them, 9 out of 10 times we're disappointed because they don't come through. All right. So just know, when you're doing something for someone, do it from your heart. Do it because you want to do it, because that's how you view yourself. You view yourself as a loving, giving person, period. All right. Here I'm seeing someone's getting some type of clarity. This is very specific. This is for someone who is in a relationship and they're significant. The person you're with did something hurtful. Okay. This person did something sneaky or something where you lost trust, and you're wondering now, what's next? What is next? Where do I go from here? All right. I am seeing that you will get the clarity that you're going to be able to get past whatever happened. This relationship will continue to grow and flourish if you choose it to. All right. And you're going to get the clarity on this soon. You may not have it now. You may feel confused about things. You can also get a reading and ask me a few questions if you like. You know, the readings are on the table, guys. I do have time this week. Usually I don't. That's why I'm bringing it up. If you would like your reading done, just click on the description below the video and I will send you the directions. You'll email me. So here I'm seeing this Queen of Cups. All right. Wow. Oh, wow. All right, this is like the story of the evil stepmother. All right, this is one of my Aquariuses. You're a feminine, and you're trying to figure out this mother figure over here, who keeps upsetting you or causing upsets, or you're just very upset with her. Right now in the moment, I'm seeing a lot of judgment and a lot of toxicity here, toxicity in the middle. And this is pretty terrible to have to go through something like this with mom, okay? However, I can kind of relate. So the toxicity that you're going through, just don't, try to get yourself to a point where, I know this sounds impossible, because mothers and daughters are very connected, and they're also connected in ways where they don't realize it, but they kind of, this is a connection, but it's one of those weird connections. They compete, right? But they compete in a way where the daughter wants the mom to say, you did a good job, you cooked this meal, you used my recipe, and your meal came out better than what I could have done. We're always looking for some type of lifting up. So the way we go about it sometimes can kind of seem like we are trying to outdo each other. All right. So a lot of times that's why mothers and daughters will bump heads. Not always, but again, whatever this is, it's fairly toxic. Can we get more on that, please, Spirit? Okay. So I feel like there's more to this story. There's something you want. There's something you want, and it's going to take some transitioning to get it. I do see a possibility here of movement with this thing that you want from your mom or this mother figure, okay? It's going to take some work, but you can get there definitely. Okay. And this is for those of you out there, this is for all my aquas that feel this way. You're feeling like you've been working on something that is not gonna happen and you're ready to give up. Okay, you feel like you've overturned every rock, you've done everything you can do, and at this point the only answer is, and you're using your intuition, the only answer you're thinking is to start anew, to have a brand new start. Okay, meaning you are going to leave whatever this thing is behind you and move on. Okay, but Spirit is saying don't give up just yet, because again, this card, it reminds me of childbirth. It's like that last push is going to be the thing that gets you to the finish line. Okay, so Spirit is saying, you know, and I'm seeing a lot of feminine energy around this. All right, so if you're feminine and you're feeling this way today, all right, do not give up whatever you do. Spirit is saying that you are almost there, even though it may not seem like it. All right, you might think, forget about it, it's never happening, but it is going to happen if you stick with it. All right, guys, I'm going to end on this note. I hope that today's reading resonated, and you guys have a fabulous rest of your day.